broke me there, John. It's fine, hello. I really struggle actually coming up with things to say about Christmas. I loved it as a child, and then I went through a phase of hating it, and now I love it again, so it's a very will they won't they rom-com sort of style relationship. What I decided to do to save myself time and effort is I dug up my diary from when I was 13 years old. And I'm going to read you my diary entry from Christmas Day. Okay? That's all right. If that's okay, I mean, it's going to happen. Okay, so it starts where you'd expect. 25th of December, 2003. Midnight. Can't sleep. Went downstairs earlier and saw Mum sitting in the kitchen. She was staring straight ahead, not doing anything, just sitting. I think she's planning to kill all of us. I texted Tom, the boy that I fancied for 3 weeks and 2 days, to say Merry Christmas, in case I'm not here in the morning. But he hasn't messaged back yet. It's been 10 minutes, so I think he hates me. He'll feel so bad if he sees us on the news tomorrow. 8:05 a.m. Woke up alive. Tom hasn't texted back. Maybe I should call an ambulance to go to his house. I mean, he might appreciate that I was concerned for him, and then he would always message back straight away. It's a good thing Jess and me secretly followed him off the bus that time, so I have his address written down at the back of my RE textbook. 8:25. Mum's gone crazy. But at least it's in a kind of passive way. She's made a Father Christmas out of a tampon. And put it on the tree. I don't know if anyone else has seen it yet. She's given it a red hat and a suit. I'm not sure if she's used real blood. And then it has the white, it's got like the white beard and trim. It's kind of artistic if it weren't the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. I mean, maybe she's trying to make a point about me not getting my period yet. What if I open my stocking and every present is a bunch of tampons with different colours and personalities? I told Jess I have had my period. It just was so light that there wasn't anything in my pants except an old pube from an unknown time. But I don't think she believed me. I hope it doesn't turn out I'm just a boy with a very small penis. I don't want to find that out on Christmas Day. 9:15. Open stocking was mostly just different kinds of pencil sharpeners, which if anything is comforting. 11:45. Back from church. Did the descants on all of the carols, and it went so well that no one said anything about it. No news is better than last year. I noticed Mum rolling her eyes a few times, but if it's not verbal, then it doesn't count. I feel bitter every year about that one kid who gets picked for the fucking Once in Royal solo. I deliberately coughed right before the high boy got to the high note part, and I think I heard his voice literally break mid-verse. The lyric, Jesus Christ, her little child, really resonated when I saw his mum flinch. The vicar told us we don't pay enough attention to Joseph at Christmas, and that we should take a moment to appreciate dads like Joseph. I don't know if he means cuckolds. My dad nodded vigorously and suspiciously, but I don't want to ask Mum about it because she looked explosive. Tom still hasn't texted back. Now I'm thinking, should I call the police? Like, it feels like a crime to not say Merry Christmas back to someone who said it to you on Christmas Day. 2:30 p.m. Don't want to talk about lunch. Got a fortune teller miracle fish in my Christmas cracker, and it told me I am fickle and have a false personality, so I flushed it down the toilet. Hopped on MSN and Tom wasn't online. Changed my name to small x, big X, angle bracket, /3, Susie, angle bracket, /3, big X, little x, son note symbol. Hope this is the last time because I'd never say no to you. This conversation's been dead on arrival. Wiggly dash, wiggly dash, wiggly dash, wiggly dash, wiggly dash, semicolon, pound sign. Jess messaged to ask if I was okay. I said no, G to G, and changed my status to appear offline, because what is the point on a day like today? And then I went online again to say, Merry Christmas, love you, to her, because I'm not an animal. And plus, if Tom is secretly online, it will send him a notification. Every time. But nothing happened, so I logged off. 3:03 p.m. OMG, what is going on with the Queen's face? She's supposed to be giving a speech, but she's been sat staring at the screen for a few minutes, looking like she could forcibly melt. More importantly than Liz being full of royal jelly, Tom finally replied. He said, "Is this Gemma S? Kiss, 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 kiss." 4 kisses. I'm trying to think who Gemma is, though. I think she's in Newton Form Group, and there was a rumour that she didn't know if breathing was real. And she also has big boobs. I replied saying, "Yes, it is." "Have you been a good boy for Santa?" Winky face. If it comes up later, I can say I forgot my name was Gemma, wasn't Gemma. It'll be a great story in my wedding speech. Maybe on the day I'll say, "I, Gemma, take you, Tom," and it'll bring a tear to his eye when he remembers the moment he fell in love with me. 3:06 p.m. Okay, I had to sneak out of the room, which also meant I got to miss the stupid speech because Tom replied immediately saying, "Text me your location, I need to see you." And now I don't know what to do. I mean, it gets dark early, so by the time he gets to me, he might not be able to tell who I am, or he'll realise I'm the better girl and I'll say Gemma stood him up. Fuck it, I can't afford to miss out on this chance. I'm already 13 and I've not even had the bottle pick me and spin the bottle. I told him to meet me at the bus stop on my street. Ah! "31st of December, 2003, 4:25 a.m. I'm writing this from an underground safety zone. How cool is that? I'll keep this as clear and concise as possible. Basically, TLDR. If you are reading this, then I hope my words have successfully reached you in time and you can alter your future. Nearly a week ago, I stepped out of my house, thinking it was a normal family Christmas and I was going to get to second base to herald the changing season and birth of a new year. But Tom from school never showed up. Instead, there was this 33-year-old man who asked me if my name was Gemma Smith, and I said, "Sure." And he asked me if I had followed the procedure. And I won't go into it, but it turns out I may have fucked up the world. In brief, this girl Gemma was supposed to meet him and he'd been given a number for her, but one of the digits was smudged, so he texted the 10 variations and I was the first one to reply. And I accidentally said the passcode about being a good boy for Santa. So he came to my address instead of hers, and now it's out of our control. My mum came out of the house towards him like she thought he was a groomer, and he looked at her and said, "She's a host!" And at first I was like, yeah, she'd appreciate that. She's normally a very good one, but you've caught her on a bad day. Then he shot her and she exploded. The amount of this weird purple goo that went everywhere ruined my Christmas jumper forever. And also I was sad because that was my mum. I don't want you to read this and think I wasn't sad, but this isn't a prescribed therapy diary anymore. So you have to focus on the parts that will make a difference. He told me later she would have been taken over the night before, and it did make me realise she'd not said a single word all day. But that's kind of normal for Mum on Christmas. Turns out it's good that I had Tom's home address, because the man turned out to be Tom from the future, which is why he had the same mobile number. And he is less hot when he's older, so it's all worked out for the best. Aside from most humans on the planet being infested and eaten by some kind of alien parasite. Anyway, I'm sending this to you, or rather to me, Susie, in an alternate timeline before all this happens, so that maybe you can do the right thing or whatever. This folded piece of paper contains all of the instructions you'll need. I hope it goes to plan because I really need a reality where Ben Affleck and J-Lo have a happy ending instead of violent deaths. I would say keep in touch, but you can't. And if you're like me, which you are, then you'd be rubbish at it anyway. And that is how I saved Christmas 2003. I received this diary on the 23rd of December, along with this folded piece of paper with the instructions of what I had to do. Would you like to see the instructions?
Yes. Yeah.
It's blank because that stuff is confidential and top secret and I'm not allowed to know. So I can't go into what I had to do, but what I will say is the reason to this very day that I wear a moon cup instead of tampons. So thank you very much, Mrs. Grumble.
Susie Grumble, everybody!